I don't know if you can hear the aircraft are overhead now, so well, that ain't in tune, is it? Once upon a time, you dress so fine. Two bums like me a dime in your prime. People call, say, Beaver doll, you're bound to fall. You thought they were all just kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Well, now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't walk so proud. I happen to be scrounging around for a half-eaten meal. How does that feel? How does that feel? To be on your own, with no direction home, a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. You went to the finest school, alright, Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get lubed and juiced in it. Nobody ever taught you how to live out on the streets, and you're finding out now. You gotta get used to it. You said you would never compromise with a mystery trap, but now you realize that I wasn't selling you any alibis. Think about that as he forces you down on your knees and makes him stare up in the vacuum of his eyes. And he sneers at you. You know how to make me a deal. How does that feel? How does that feel? To be on your own, with no direction home, a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. You never turned around to see the frowns on the jokers and clowns when he brought them down to do their warped tricks on you. You never understood. It ain't no good. You shouldn't let people like that get their sick, twisted kicks from you. He introduced you to a soldier, a sailor, and a diplomat. 4 hours later, you woke up bleeding on the bathroom mat. Well, ain't it hard when you discover his promises of real love weren't where it's at? What you gonna do now? Your dreams are falling flat, and these people, they've taken from you everything that they could steal. How does that feel? How does that feel? To be so alone, forgotten away back home, locked in a danger zone, like a rolling stone. Princess on the steeple with all the pretty people drinking, snorting, thinking they got the good times made, passing you around like you were some gift or something. I think you better take your last wedding ring down to the pawn shop, babe. You used to be so amused at Napoleon in rags and the language that he used. Look in the mirror now, see your face scarred and abused. You're just something who's got nothing to them to lose. You're invisible to yourself even now. What more have you got left inside your soul to reveal? How does that feel? How does that feel? To be so alone, trapped in the danger zone. No one here's gonna take you home. Was anyone ever this alone? Like a rope. Credit where credit's due, man. It's hotter than Hades in here, as I'm fairly certain I'll find out soon. Oh, what's up that cable? Ah, we need to go back to somewhere in 1981. Maybe late 81. In a bed-sitting charm in Somerset. Flat 3, Chester House. You want to hear something spooky? I'll tell you something spooky. I used to live in this squatting chart in 1981, 82. It might have been 82. And it was Flat 3, Chester House chart. It had the worst reputation in the world. It was just a bunch of squats and every kind of, well, we all gravitated there. Anyway. So, fast forward, 30 years later, I don't know, in the love of my life, Healer, wherever you may be too, well, after my children, obviously. You'll see her on a cue card at some point in there. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, I think she's the face of that cue card. Anyway, Hyrule Healer, How you doing? So the marriage didn't work out, but boy, did you get a big divorce settlement, huh? Anyway, she set up a business as one of the country's leading optometrists. I'm using a single name, so she's married now, so you can't say that. But, and her registered address was Flat 3, Chester House, somewhere else in a suburb of London. How funky was that? Anyway, credit where credit is due, so there was a cafe called the Red House Cafe that used to let itinerants like me stand up, arty people, and perform and do our poetry, and they used to let us put our artwork on the wall. Those of us that did artworks, and they would sell those, you know. And there was a guy in the flat below me called Steve Core, and he had a guitar. And I said, I write words, could you teach me how to play the guitar? And he said, yeah, sure. And he tried to show me a C chord. And so I picked the guitar up and I go, what? And he said, are you left-handed? And I said, yeah, what difference does it make? He said, well, it's a right-handed guitar. Okay, what difference does it make? So I had to play upwards. I'm not teaching you, he said, and he refused to restring his guitar. So that was C. Like John Lennon, he used to play on Paul's guitar, and I can still play upside down now. E was a lovely chord. Anyway, A was pretty much the same. D, oh man. D, and you don't want to know what G was like. I think I used to play G like that. Anyway. So, the daughter, one of the daughters of the lady that ran the Red House Cafe, gosh, she was a ravishing beauty. She must have been 18, 19, I guess. And she was like, I mean, she was so beautiful, but very poised, you know, just the whole package, you know. I mean, she didn't marry a multi-millionaire who she loved, then as long as she was happy. And she brought this LP down to Steve, and I was sitting in his flat one day, and I can't remember this girl's name, but anyway, I picked up this LP. What's this? Bob Dylan? I said, yeah, Bob Dylan, Highway 61 Revisited. I'm paraphrasing here. I said, Bob Dylan? Is it the guy who did Mighty Quinn? He said, no, that's a good record. This is this girl's favourite album. She brought it down for Steve so he could learn a certain song. You're ahead of me now, aren't you? And he said, no, he said, I know the Mighty Quinn. He said, anyway, he put it on, have a listen, he said, and he put this vinyl LP on, and the needle came down. It was just like Bruce Springsteen said. You know, Bruce Springsteen said the first time he heard Highway 61 was it. And that snare drum comes down and Paul Griffin kicks in, and it's like someone kicking open the doorway to your mind or whatever. And that was exactly how it was with me. And this needle went down. I was just, wow. There you go. And then it didn't stop, you know, and you said, how much longer is this song going to go on for? And you didn't want it to end, you know, you just didn't want it to end. You know. Paul Griffin's amazing piano part in that, which I would say made the song, but he's also the guy, if you listen to American Pie, Mr. American Pie, which isn't too far off the same chords actually, and you can hear American Pie, if you listen to the original version of American Pie by Don McLean, it's like this old folksy number, and Paul Griffin, it's his piano that takes you down that song. A very underrated man, but an absolute genius. So there you are. So 50 centuries later, credit we paid to that wonderful young lady who dropped a copy of Highway 61 and visited off in Steve Core's flat. I mean, it didn't affect my musicianship or what I did on music in any way, shape or form. But I've had many decades love playing that song. I've talked far too much. Thank you for your time. You're very kind and generous people. Have a great life.